What's up? What's up? What's up?
Good, bro.
Was Gucci?
And the whole
Not
Pioneer
much, man.
community.
The whole community, Pioneer Nation. What's up,
Pioneer Nation.
Pioneer
How's
Nation? What
everybody
what you,
doing?
what you munching on, bro?
Stuffing my face with some peanut M&Ms.
Oh, let me get some.
It's a whole family bag.
Damn,
No, that's what they got me for my birthday. So I still have some.
bruh. Hey, bro, how did you like have you used the little gadget that I gave you? I don't know what it's called.
Oh heck yeah, bro! The day I got it.
Uh,
I put it on my camera.
wait, explain.
I've used it at every shoot I've done.
Explain to the people what it exactly is. I don't know what it's called, but I know what it looks like. But explain to the people.
It basically just allows me to take the neck strap off of my
Mm-hmm.
camera, and it adds like it's like basically like a wrist and like hand strap
Mm-hmm.
that I can unbuckle and buckle back in, so that way I can like move my camera freely and not have to worry about like the neck strap
Right.
getting in the way and stuff like that.
Is it
It's really useful.
is
So
it
I'm
is
glad you
bro?
got that.
Is it durable though? Is it durable? Okay.
Yeah, dude.
That's what I was
Heck
making
yeah.
sure about. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, man,
This man knows how to get gifts.
bruh, no, I just know how to ball on a budget. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, that's my thing. Shoot. Now I went out for a run today, man, and honestly, man, that's like the most that's been more therapeutic than anything right now. Is going for a run. I ran
Right?
about
It just
oh
kind of
heck
clears
yeah,
your mind.
and I did a little workout. I did it 2 miles and a little workout. Yeah, it
That's
was
what's up,
mad
man.
dope.
I need to I need to start running again too.
Shoot, W-
I'm
we
starting to
both
gain a
need
little
to,
weight.
man. We both need to.
This
Yeah,
quarantine
yo,
weight.
that's a thing, bro. That is a thing. That is
This is the
definitely
thing,
a
dude.
thing.
You cannot lie.
Quarantine weight, bro. It's crazy. It's real.
Quarantine weight.
Cause man, it's just I've gained weight, bro. I'll be honest with you, and I'm disappointed, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
Right, me too, dude. That's how I feel. Like I feel it's funny because my my uncle had to drop something off,
Mm-hmm.
some some doors for like if my dad wants to like do a project
Uh-huh.
for the house or something in the future,
Right.
like add some new doors or whatever. And like when he stopped by, the first thing when he got out the car, he greeted me and whatnot, and he's like, "Oh, you've been lifting weights, man. You look a little bigger."
Damn, boy. I know.
And in my head, I'm like, "That's how you know."
Shoot,
That's how
the only thing you've been lifting is the spoon to the mouth. That's all.
This is a spoon in my mouth, bro.
Shoot, bruh.
Yeah,
It's true though, man.
I just laughed it off.
But inside you were like, damn, damn.
Yeah,
Right. No, I
I'll
feel
get
the
back to
same
it.
way, man. I feel the same way. I wish,
You know what? I'm gonna put these M&Ms away.
bruh. Not when we made you put
These
those
M&Ms
away,
away. God
bruh.
dang it! All right,
That's crazy.
I'm gonna go ahead and do the intro for the people.
Right.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Bull City Pioneers, the Quarantine Pioneers podcast. My name is
My
Hector.
name is Luis.
Welcome to episode. I think it's episode 92. Uh, we'll be uploading. I think. Well, you want to upload this tomorrow?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
Because I kind of figured, because of what was going on today, I kind of figured it'd be smart to not even upload an episode today.
Right.
For our viewers, if you're not aware already, we're recording this on Tuesday. I'm gonna upload it the next day, but it's supposed to be Blackout Tuesday today, so kind of didn't really have to post anything
Right.
like content wise, just kind of bringing awareness to what's going on right now.
Support to our black brothers and sisters, man. Love and support. Love and support, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's a
The
beautiful thing, man. Seeing all the unity that's come together within the past few days. Honestly,
The U.S.
I had the opportunity, huh?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I had the opportunity to go out to two protests, and just kind of see everything in action, and it's a very beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful
Man, I'm
thing.
gonna tell you one thing, bro. I'll tell you one thing. The U.S. will not be the same after this. I'll tell you that much.
It will
It
not.
will not be the same. Shoot, the battle is just gonna be more intense. Even if the battle, even if the war isn't won right now, I know it's gonna be way more intense after this, man. And that's a good thing, man. I'm happy about that because it's just, it's been way too long. It's been overdue, you know, and this is what this country deserves. It's what it
Hmm.
deserves. Shoot, so that's my take on it. To be honest with you. And you said you had the chance to go to protests, right? You went to the one in Fayetteville, correct?
I went to, yeah, the one in Fayetteville on Saturday, and then there was one in Durham yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
last night or evening, yesterday evening.
Right.
Um, the one on in Fayetteville on Saturday, actually, I was only there for half of it. I was only there for like the first half when they were like, I mean, I don't know if you see news reports of it or like on social media or
How
anything,
how
but I
long
was only
how
there.
long did you stay?
I was there for like 2 hours,
Two
I would
hours.
say.
How long was the drive?
Um, well, the drive was just like an hour,
Oh, okay.
hour and 20 minutes or
Did
something
did you
like that.
drive in groups?
But
Did you?
no, I drove on my
Oh,
own.
okay.
But
Uh,
like before the we went to the where the first protest was happening and whatnot. We kind of did our like own little thing. It was me and like three other videographers
mm-hmm.
slash photographers,
Right.
and we met up with some mutual artist friends, and we kind of just walked around the city a little bit and like documenting some more historical stuff and like uh the artist like kind of talking about like the history of Fayetteville and stuff like
Right.
that and all that good stuff. And he's gonna compile a video of all this of all these of that event and whatnot. Shout out to my good friend Kevin who put that together. He's the one who kind of invited me out to it, so
Right.
I'm glad he
Right.
did. Um, which, speaking of which, he might be a good candidate for the podcast.
Awesome.
For
Hey, let's
interview
let's let's
pretty soon.
pretty soon, right after all this calms down. Um,
Yeah.
and a question: how come you didn't go to the one in like why Fayetteville in specific?
Well, cause he invited me out
Oh,
to that
okay,
one. He told me about it, and that's where he was planning to go.
okay. And
And
how intense
I
was it?
didn't know. Huh?
How intense was it?
It was pretty. Am I using the right word? Livid or
Vivid, livid, livid.
like you could feel in the air that it was tense, but at the same time it was like it was still united. Because
Right,
I didn't see just black people out there. I saw white people.
right.
I saw several Hispanics too, which I was like,
Of
I need.
course,
I was happy to see
of
that.
course.
You know. Um, but yeah, it was like it was tense, but it was a serious tone, and it was like also unified too at the same time. Like I didn't feel uncomfortable at all, which
Hmm.
is I know is awesome. It's a good thing.
Many
Um,
people would say they felt empowered,
yeah, for
basically.
sure.
Right, right. Um, and
Um,
I have a question for you, and I wanted to get your take on it. But how do you, what do you think? Shoot, I don't even know how to word this. So there are a lot of Hispanics, yes, in this country that support the Black Lives Matter movement. But how should people support if I know the answer, but I'm just asking, getting your take on it. How should people support if they're scared of, let's say, they're Hispanic, so they are illegal. So if they do get arrested, 65%, is a high chance that they would get deported if they get arrested in in the looting in the protest.
yeah.
Um, how do you think Hispanics should go about that?
Hmm.
Because
I haven't thought
I
about that
honestly,
actually.
I mean, I have DACA, of course, but
I was just considering maybe just like once it starts to get dark, because I know at the one that I was at in Durham, uh, I kind of left a little bit before it ended, before it started getting dark, and then I was walking away. There was a lot of people who were already leaving. Uh, I met this other dude, and he said he wanted to get out before it started getting dark. Before I guess that's kind of like the cue, maybe to some of those who would want to stay safer or who don't want to take that risk and
right, right.
just like head out before things start to seem like they're getting out of
Right,
hand.
right, right. That's honestly the position that I don't know if you've considered this in as your position, but for me, I'm like I know things are gonna get wild. Maybe not the one in Durham. Durham was actually one of the I think the first day of protests. It was the only day that I mean Durham was the only city that had peaceful protests without any craziness going around, and that was on a
Yeah,
national level. I don't know if you heard about that. But
I didn't know.
for me, I'm just like I want to go protest, but I know that if it gets crazy, I need to leave.
Oh
Not
yeah.
only because for my safety, it's just because of my status, and other people as well. A lot of people don't want to go out and protest. They want to, but they don't. They're not letting themselves go just because of how dangerous it could be. What's at risk. You know what I mean? Um,
Hmm.
so, for me, I'm kind of like half and half. I want to go, but I also can't get in trouble. So if I do go, I will be leaving as soon as I see things getting a
Right,
little bit
right.
tight, a little bit more, combative. That's when I would leave. To be honest, if you want to go out and protest, but you feel like you're taking a risk on your position in
Yeah,
this country, just leave early. Leave early.
there's nothing wrong with that,
Yeah,
bro.
no,
Like,
at least you support. At least you support it.
yeah, you're there supporting, and as long as you're spreading awareness and spreading positive information of what people can do and
Right.
stuff and how to support.
There's other ways to
That's all that
support.
matters.
There's other ways to support as well. You can literally go and sign petitions. You can go and donate money to the bail funds. You can promote it on your
Well, definitely, we should probably leave some links to that
right.
on this
Yeah,
episode.
definitely, definitely. Um, so it's just something that always people should take into consideration if their legal status is not perfect in this country. So.
This is an interesting thing that I read and that I've been thinking about. An interesting thing that I've been thinking about. Uh, Consisting of Latinos supporting this movement. Uh,
Hmm.
I just find it interesting too that once this movement Black Lives Matter started piling up and like people really actually started taking a more action than before. During this past week. I've seen like some like Twitter accounts and stuff, Latinos. They're like, oh, but like we Latinos have suffered in this country too and whatnot, and people like getting on their ass like talking about like
Hmm.
yeah, but right now it's not about that. Black people right now are more unified than ever,
Right.
and it's what's causing that strength in numbers is that unifiedness, and it's like we we as Latinos have to support one another, Latinos and Black people, because I saw this video that says if Latinos and Black people came together and like willingly like supported one another without judgment,
Right.
um, we'd be pretty strong in numbers.
No, I would say not even strong. We would be unstoppable. That's what I'd say. We would be we would literally be. It's two minorities in this country, and it's Hispanics and African Americans, or blacks, whatever you want to call it. Um, yeah, let's call it blacks because some people are like, oh, I'm African. I'm like, all right, so okay, so blacks.
Okay.
Putting those two minorities, we would be literally lethal, dude. lethal because we have
This man said lethal.
lethal. we
Lethal weapons.
right. We have so much control over the economy, dude. Like, let's say one day, you know, black people and Hispanics don't work. That means
Yeah.
the country isn't getting fed because all the farms, all the agricultural departments and industry in the U.S. that's gone because it's literally made up by Hispanics. A big portion of the health industry in the United States would have a big gap as well because honestly, there's a lot of nurses that are black and a lot of personnel and staff at hospitals
Yeah.
that are black. So and bro, I've seen a lot about this on social media, but what's crazy? This whole there's been a lot of protests, but where did the coronavirus go? Just saying,
That
just
yeah,
asking.
that's that's funny, bro. My mom brought that up today too, and she's kind of a little late to the party sometimes too when it comes to information. But she said that too. It's like, why? It's like people all of a sudden forgot about the coronavirus, and I'm
Right,
like, yeah, it's like every month, it's something different, but this month in particular is something I guess that yes is horrible things have happened, but at the same time I feel like out of all the months this is probably the most, I don't know what I would call it, uh unified, or like something bad is happening but at the same time something good is happening. Does that make sense?
right, right. It's good, but it's bad. Well, I don't
Because
think
like every other
uh,
time, every other bad incident that happened this year so far has just been bad. Like nothing good has really come out of it, I think.
right, right, health wise. But this protest is needed. It's a good thing. The protest is good. But I'm just like, dude, so like my thing is like I don't know, man. I'm like, so was this whole coronavirus a lie? Was it
Yeah, it gets you thinking.
right? Like
Like,
was it staged? Was it like what's up? You know what I mean? Like somebody's not telling us something, and there's definitely something about the
but I mean,
coronavirus.
there have been deaths
Oh
recorded.
yeah, for sure, for sure. But I don't know, man. There's something in the haystack that there's a needle in the haystack that nobody can see or find. Well, the general population, and I know for a fact, dude. I know that just gets into conspiracy theories and stuff, but I know there's something up, bro. There is something up about this coronavirus
We're a
that's not adding
conspiracy
up.
theory podcast.
Right, right,
No, no.
dude. We should honestly go. We should do one of those a segment when we go over like
Like a segment where we talk about conspiracy
yeah,
theories.
spe-
Yo, if we get our info wrong, people are gonna flame us up. But hey,
bro. Tell me about it. But you know what, man? That's all right. Well,
so you gotta do your research.
right.
You gotta do your research on conspiracies.
You gotta do
You gotta
homework.
do your research on this Black Lives Matter.
Right. Oh yeah, definitely. That's the main thing. See, that's the thing. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, this the looting is bad," but I'm like, I feel bad about the black own, the minorities that are having their
Yeah,
businesses taken over and destroyed. But I don't feel bad when stores like Gucci, Apple, uh, the big
those big
right.
corporations, big
I
businesses
have no
that aren't black owned.
right.
Yeah,
I have no empathy to be
black owned.
honest. Like I feel like I wish that
Especially those, because there have been hundreds of companies, big companies right now that have already publicly put out that they're behind this movement, they're supporting this movement,
right,
and there are a lot of companies that have yet to do that too.
right,
So
or just companies that truly have never, been with the whole, Black Lives Matter movement. They've just kind of sat on the sidelines, just watching, and some even not even going against it. You know what I mean? Just not willing to admit that hey, this is terrible. What we've been doing to these, or what white people have been doing this to a race just because of their skin color. You know what I mean? So you know, I don't feel that I don't feel bad that Starbucks, Subways, and Gucci, or like NBA facilities, or places like, I really don't care. I honestly don't Yo, and you know what pissed me off? I don't know if you've seen this, but it's a recording of Ti talking about this whole situation in Atlanta, where
I haven't. No.
dude, that shit was so
What did he
dumb.
say?
He was just trying.
If you remember.
It was quick summary. I don't remember everything. Um,
So don't quote him.
yeah, I'm not gonna quote him. I'm gonna try to summarize what I remember. He was just talking about how Atlanta is kind of like a sacred land, and they should take care of it instead. But I'm like, dude, it's just, I don't feel bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, why would you be calling it a sacred land if so much? One, it's in the South, so slavery has existed there for the longest. Um, Two, it's just it's a racist place, man. Yes, there are a lot of black artists that have grown and developed in Atlanta, but it's not
Right, because it exists everywhere. Like
right.
no
It's
place in this country
there,
is exempt from it.
right, but there's still, like, businesses and organizations that don't support black people, that don't that don't support the uh Black Lives Matter movement. So, how I said, I don't feel
Right,
bad for the bigger companies. I feel bad for the lower companies. Um, I just wish that minority owned companies were not destroyed. That's all that I wish would happen. But it's just something that's gonna happen regardless, because a lot of the people that are looting, a lot of them aren't even black. You know what I mean? Yes, there are black people that are looting, but a lot of them are not black as well.
most of them,
Right, like,
or that are starting the loots,
right, and that's
starting the destruction. You
right, and
know,
sometimes they're police initiated either way. You know what I mean? I don't know if you've seen
I
it.
saw,
Go ahead.
yeah, I saw a video today.
Hmm.
Today, it was like somebody recording,
A police
two
officer,
policemen, yeah,
undercover, right?
in a truck.
Hmm.
Well, no, it was like a bird's eye view. It was like a bird's eye angle, like from
Uh huh.
above,
Right.
and it was somebody recording two cops unloading bricks from their truck,
Wow, that's see. This is
like in plain sight.
right. See, man, I kind of wish that they would actually use the bricks, man. To be honest with you, I honestly, person,
Nah,
no,
nah.
you don't
I
think
feel
so?
like it's a trap, bro.
It is
Nah.
a trap, but honestly, man, I understand the people who do grab the bricks and just kind of maybe throw it at a cop or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't blame them. To be honest with you, I don't blame. I understand the anger, but it is definitely a trap. I agree completely.
Even though I don't know if I don't know if I like have it in me to actually like, because I've never been in a fight ever. I'm not the violent
Oh,
type.
you a lucky one. You a
So,
lucky one.
like I don't know how I would like. Yeah, I would be angry and stuff, but like I don't know how I would react. I can't tell you. I just can't say how I would, you know. But like I'm all for it if people, if like, they're, what's the word? If they're pushed around first, and then like then throw the brick. I don't know. You
Hmm.
know what I mean?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I have no answer. I have no answer. Shit, no answer. I just don't want to say something and then regret it. So I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say. I'm not
Right.
gonna say. Because at times I can, when it comes to issues like this, if you get me angry enough, I will go violent, and that's another reason why I don't like going to. I
That's
haven't
true.
gone to protests, because once it gets like, what I'm saying, like, once I get angry, and what I'm saying, I'm just burning a hole in my head right now, or burning a
Right.
hole in my head at the moment. In the moment, I mean, I'm probably gonna throw a brick. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It's just. But that's why I need to leave early. If
Right.
I need to leave early. Just,
I don't think I've ever seen you angry.
bro, you don't know me then, bro.
I don't think, yeah, I don't think I've ever seen you
Bruh.
angry.
I don't know. I'm just I don't know. I'm it takes it depends on the person and
Takes over.
yeah, it depends. It just depends on the situation. That's all, and the person. So yeah.
Something that made me like happy though. A couple days ago, I saw that they were protesting not only in the U.S. but I
Oh
saw
yeah,
protests like in Japan,
Australia.
like in Asia. And, I think I saw one in Europe. I don't know.
Yeah,
Don't quote me. I may have seen one, but I know I've seen more than just that one in Japan, somewhere else other than the U.S. And that's really awesome to see that people who aren't even living in this country are fighting for the same thing
right.
too.
That's crazy. And that's what we like seeing. But the question is, you know, I'm not trying to be negative about it. But if the protest, well, once it starts happening in other countries, it's an international movement. But in the
Hmm.
U.S., like in the U.S., no, I mean, never mind. Black Lives Matter is an international movement, regardless, because there's black people all over
Yeah.
the world. So yeah, sorry, I was just thinking about, I was thinking nationally right now. I was thinking nationally, but it is a international movement. But I'm just like, dude, right now in the U.S., it is low key a war zone. Let's be honest, it's low key a war zone, and it's just gonna get worse. That's my prediction. It's gonna get worse, and people should prepare for this because it's gonna get ugly. I feel like this is the tip of the iceberg. That's my prediction. What's your prediction?
Yeah. Same thing, dude.
It's just
People aren't gonna stop till there's
right.
justice.
I feel
Till
like
justice is served.
you know how the coronavirus impacted. How people can go out. School. Schools went out and did shit online.
Hmm.
I feel like this whole movement is going to create the same product as the coronavirus, but just not as a virus. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna create the same inconveniences for the U.S. And I'm all for it, bro. If people have to go, do online schooling for the next semester, just because of this whole situation and movement, I'm all in for it, bro. To be honest. I'm
Yeah.
all in if it gets so bad that we have to do online schooling for next semester too.
Any means necessary,
Any
bro.
means necessary for
At this point.
at this point for the black sisters and brothers, man. You know, if war is required, that's just something that's gonna happen. You know what I mean? It's just something that's needed. If it'll, I mean, I know it's not gonna end it, no, because there's always gonna be racial tensions, but if black people get the respect and humane respect that it
Hmm.
deserves, then hey, I'm all in for war, to be honest. And yes, I'm getting very political and very, kind of tough.
That's all right,
But
bro.
yeah,
That's
that's
all
just
right.
the way I see it.
That's what this is,
You're
bro.
right. You're right. That's just the,
That's what this
you know what
is.
I'm saying. I'm honestly mentally prepared for like a I would say I don't know. I don't even know what to call it. Civil war. If you want to call it a civil war, hey, let's do it, man. Let's do it. Let's do what we got to do. That's the way I see it. So,
Luis, like, get at me. No.
but the bad thing about a mixture of coronavirus and um, the government being on a halfway shutdown because of the movement is that a lot of DACA recipients are not getting their letter to renew their DACA status, which is it gets
Oh, jeez.
worrisome. It gets worrisome. Have you? When does your expire? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm gonna keep that on the low low.
No, you mind editing it out or no? Oh,
I'll text it to you.
all right, yeah,
How
yeah,
about
no, because
that?
I
I'll
gotta
text it
talk
to
to
you.
you about that. I gotta talk to you about that real quick. So if you want after the podcast, let's get on a call real quick. Yeah.
I got you.
All right, but yeah.
But I mean, I just wanted to leave the people off with saying if check in on your black and brown friends. If you're white, and you're support you. If you're even listening to this, you should be supportive of this
Right.
movement. If
Yeah.
not, I don't know why you're listening.
Definitely.
But check in on them. Don't I see this. I see my black friends posting this all the time. You see, don't ask them to educate you. Go and educate yourself because they shouldn't be taking the time out of their day to educate you on stuff you should
Yeah.
already know,
Definitely.
or stuff that are acting like you don't know about.
With the resources
But
out,
just check.
with the resources out
Yeah,
here, man, you should know from A to B to C all the way to Z what's happening and why black people are doing this. To be honest, there's this multiple tremendous information, out there right now. So it shouldn't be
resource.
no issue. Yeah, no issue at all.
Something called Google. You can look it up.
Google, right, right, Yahoo, Bing, whatever you use, you know what I'm saying? I don't know any other search
So if
engines.
you use Yahoo or Bing, bro, you probably gonna get the wrong
Yo,
information.
no. You'd be surprised. You would be surprised. You would be
No,
surprised
for real.
how
When's the last time
how
you used Yahoo or Bing?
bro. It's been years, probably.
Exactly.
But no, I'm serious, bro. There are people that still use Yahoo to receive their news information. They read the news. I'm just like, bro, are you crazy?
Dang,
I would never.
that's ridiculous.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. That's not gonna happen. I'm sorry. No. But it is what it is. People, they use what they want. It's a free country. But honestly, if you're gonna use something, please use something more reliable. Because let's be honest, Yahoo is some ass sometimes at delivering
Hmm.
news articles and news information, especially since it's so easily filtered, which I hate. But it is what it is.
Yeah. So I
So,
mean, like we said earlier, we're gonna leave links and stuff in this episode to some more reliable sources that I've seen through through Instagram, from friends, from other friends and stuff like that. Um, yeah, for you guys to check that out.
all right. Well, um, I think that it's fair that for this podcast, all we leave the people is all we leave. Fuck, what am I trying to? Sorry, I
For a
cannot
quote,
speak English. Yeah, no, I think all we should leave the people with today is this quote, which is Black Lives Matter.
yeah.
That's all. That's all. That's all that needs to be said, literally. But thank you guys once again for tuning into the Bull City Pioneers podcast. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Actually, no. Don't. Well, you can like if you want. You can subscribe if you want, but
Yeah, that's not a
go
plug for today.
right now. No plug. If you're gonna go share information on this situation that's going on. Repost, repost, repost.
We're
You know
just
what I mean?
gonna we're probably just gonna post, the usual like, release of episode once it's uploaded. That's pretty much it. But
Right. Yeah. So go repost, go donate, go sign petitions, go repost. Especially
participate in protests if you're
right.
able to and comfortable, and stay safe out there.
Yeah, like
You
don't
know,
post selfies. Don't
go in groups.
right? Yes, go in groups if you're gonna go protest. And also, if you're gonna post something on Instagram, please don't post a selfie. If you're gonna post something that that brings awareness to this current situation and this time. So yeah, thank you guys once again for tuning in to the Bull City Pioneers podcast. Um, I'm Luis,
I'm Hector.
and we'll see you next time.